Here we are again, and you're watching Unravel Your Book's Title Idea, the Mastery Objective. By the end of this video, future authors will be able to identify their book title ideas that are already surrounding them. They'll be able to unlock their book's title interests, and they'll be able to identify ways to shape their book's title idea. Let's get moving. Now, in the previous video, Step 1B, we discussed the term genre. In this video, we'll talk about how to unravel your book's title idea. To begin unraveling a book title idea, you need to pay close attention to your surroundings because your book ideas, believe it or not, are popping out everywhere around you. For instance, I was driving past a vacant office building one day and I saw a for sale sign that read office space. So I thought to myself, if I were to write a book about how to design your workplace, I could start with office space, how to design your workplace. Another example. Have you heard of the saying, oh, just one of those days? Can you see how we can name a book title, One of Those Days, How to Master Life's Disappointments? Now can you see that book title ideas are everywhere? If not, what about this? Several weeks ago, I read a book titled You Have a Brain by Benjamin Carson. He used this title because as a child, every time he would do something silly, his mother would say, You have a brain. Now it's your turn. Can you think of an old childhood saying that your mother or father would constantly say to you? Could you use their saying in the title of a book? So what am I saying? I'm saying pay close attention to what people say, to TV commercials, construction signs, and the next time you receive a package of what you think is just ordinary junk mail, flip through it to see if you can pull out some words to help you develop your book's title idea. Now, after you develop your book's title idea, be sure your title is a jaw-dropping, eye-popping book title idea that will just captivate your readers. You might say, how do I do that? Well, let me show you how to do it. The first thing you need to do is to cling to your passion. That is, you want your desire of writing your book to become almost nerve-wracking. This means that your desire to write is always pulling and yanking at your brain. Why is this necessary? Well, if you think about it, nobody wants to read a boring book. Now, not only do you want to write about your passion when you're trying to develop your book's title idea, but you also want to unlock your interest by asking yourself these questions. What do you think is most important? What gets you moving or motivates you? Think about it. What makes you angry? And finally, what are some of the topics that you know a lot of information about? How would you shape your book's title idea? Well, in order to shape your book's title idea, you will need to research titles that are already in print that are similar to your titles. In order to do this, though, you would have to launch Amazon.com or other online booksellers such as Barnes and Nobles. If you use this strategy, you'll be able to scope out the book competition that's already in your book's genre. Future authors, in this video, you've learned how to identify book title ideas that are already surrounding you. You've learned how to unlock your book's title interests. You've also identified ways to reshape your book's title idea. Now, let's get ready for step 3. But before we leave, do you know your book's writing order?